Second leg of tonight's doubleheader is a huge one here on the Bears Sports Network, presented by MBA Roofing. Catawba and Lenoir-Rhyne undefeated atop the South Atlantic Conference, clashing tonight here under the lights at Moretz Sports Complex here in Hickory. Eric Bach and Danny Nicosia took a little while after the weather delay in the first game, but we're ready to roll here in game number 2. Catawba's undefeated, ranked number 14 in the country, coming into Hickory tonight to face Lenoir-Rhyne, who is undefeated in league play. They're playing their best soccer of the year, and Danny, they've circled this one on the calendar for a while. They've said this is one of the biggest regular season games in recent memory.
Yeah, Eric, this is going to be a really good one. You know, top 3 team in the conference. Big battles last year. We played them 3 times in the spring season. Taking 2 games off of them.
Yep.
So it's going to be a good one. I was talking to Coach Gary Higgins before the game, and we went down to Catawba first time we played them, and it was pouring rain. So tonight's rain kind of brought back those memories for the team, and I think it's going to be a really good game. Yeah,
all 3 decisions in the spring, 1-0. Twice for the Bears, once in the South Atlantic Conference Tournament semifinals, and again here at home, all 1-0. Catawba won the matchup down in Salisbury 1-0, and the Bears took both here. So, I mean, Catawba's a monster. They've pitched 5 shutouts in a row. They've outscored their opponents 29-1 in their last 6 games. So they are a beast, and it'll be interesting to see how the Bears measure up tonight.
Yeah, definitely not one that Lenoir-Rhyne can sleep on, but nope. Same goes for Catawba. Definitely not. We're definitely not a team that they can sleep on either.
Energy is high in here. You know, we had some torrential rain and some lightning in the first half of the men's game, which led to a delay, and we've kind of got some sprinkling rain right now, expected to continue for at least the next hour. But right now, if it stays like this, it'll be fine.
Yeah, and it's cooled off. It's a little humid, but there's not really a lot of wind, so it's pretty perfect weather, if you ask me. Nothing like a good, wet, rainy soccer game.
Nothing like it.
Nope, makes for fast pace. The ball will skid, so the 2 goalkeepers are going to have to be careful with those shots coming in. But for our offense, hitting those low, hard balls is going to be really, really good. You might get a bounce or a skip, and then rebounding because the ball's going to hit off the goalkeepers potentially off the skip.
It's 2 really good goalkeepers. The top 2 in the SAC, Sierra Davis, has allowed 2 goals the entire season for Catawba, and Grayson Cameron has allowed 4. So it's a couple of really talented players in net. Cameron had a couple of clean sheets last year against Catawba, but there's lots of storylines we can talk about throughout. Catawba has the top 2 scorers in the SAC in Hannah Dunn and Sydney Gimo. This is probably the top 2 teams. We got Queens coming in here Saturday. They're kind of the 3rd wild card in the top of the SAC.
Yeah, sitting in first place right now is Queens, so whoever wins this game is going to take a hold of that second place spot, and if it's the Bears, that makes Saturday's game versus Queens even bigger than it already is.
Yep, both these 2 4-0 in the league, and Queens just a half game ahead at 5-0. They've played 1 more league game, but these 2 have won against everyone they've faced. Bears coming off a convincing home win here on Saturday against Lincoln Memorial. They shut out the Rail Splitters 4-0. And Catawba has just been beating the brakes off of everyone they've been playing, but it's not going to be that easy tonight for Catawba, I can promise you that.
Definitely not. The Bears are pumped up. They're excited. Lots of energy around this game. Got a nice loud fan section over here, so ready for some good soccer.
Catawba wearing some alternate pinks. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in October. Indians going with dark purple uniforms with pink shorts and pink numbers. Is it?
I think it's like a dark navy. They're dark navy blue.
Dark navy blue. And the Bears in their home whites
I will say, those pink numbers are very easy to read.
They are.
I love
contrary to some of the people we've had come in here this year.
Like our own men's team.
Like our own men's team.
It's a good challenge there by Dustin.
It's Helen Summerell, sophomore from Statesville. A lot of locals. A couple of Hickory High School graduates in the playing group for Catawba. So, I mean, this is a geographically close rivalry. Katie Webb tries to center it and cleared out by Nev.
We got some...
Emerson Talley gets the start tonight.
As does Kate Casey.
Yep, we've seen a couple of changes for Gary Higgins. Amanda McFarland not starting, but will be featured, according to Gary Higgins. And we have Allie Zuger coming off the bench tonight as well for the Bears.
That'll be a nice addition for the Bears to have Zuger back following the red card and her having to sit out that Lincoln Memorial game. She just brings a different aspect of speed and footwork to the Bears offense.
Bears were just fine without her.
That is very true.
Over Lincoln Memorial, but led by Rhea Acton, had a hat trick in that 4-0 win. Actually, 2 games in a row for the Bears have had a hat trick. Leonie Proessel had one down at Coker last Wednesday in a 5-1 Bear victory game in which the Bears gave up a goal with 1 second to go in the first half. That was tied things up at 1 week ago down at Coker and exploded for 4 second-half goals. Evan O'Leary, the 2 freshmen have been the scorers. It's been O'Leary and Proessel, and Acton has gotten into her scoring groove as well from the right back, but it's been the freshman, which is such an experienced team. You know, you got Stephanie Figueredo and Nev Dustin and all the leaders back, but the primary lion's share of the scoring has come from 2 freshmen.
And I think that's great for the Bears, having 2 freshmen step into your starting lineup right away and be able to put the ball in the back of the net. And it's also a place that Lenoir-Rhyne has struggled, especially at the start of the season,
that's
is
right.
Putting the ball in the back of the net. So having them come in and be instrumental in that way has been great.
There's a nice clear from Kate Casey, who gets the start tonight. She hasn't seen a ton of minutes in sack play, but Gary Higgins has been very happy with her. There's a header by her. Rhea Acton, you can just tell the pace is a little bit faster in this game than some of the Bears' previous games.
Absolutely.
O'Leary leaves it for Acton. And the two players there, it's Katie Webb and Acton, kind of both thought they were each going for it, and neither of them got it.
Get a nice long throw in here from Stephanie Figueredo.
She's the specialist on this team when it comes to that.
Oh, yeah.
She'll do it again now. Stephanie wears that big old knee brace. Doesn't really hinder her, though.
Definitely
She'll
not.
tell you she's not the fastest player, but she's so smart and just kind of plays the Victor Cascone role on this team. He's the quarterback of the Bear men team, and she's the same here for the women.
Absolutely. Steph is very instrumental in, kind of controlling the Bears middle of the Bears lineup here. You have Grayson Cameron in the back who can see all and kind of tell people where to go from there, but Steph does a good job leading the Bears in the middle of the field.
Grayson's such a good communicator. You saw that in your video that you made this week.
Oh, yeah.
A little mic'd up action with Grayson Cameron. If you haven't seen that, it's worth a watch. A little inside look on Bears practice and how Grayson goes about her business.
I was unsure how that one was going to turn out.
Yeah,
because
me too.
I've talked to Grayson, but, she's a quiet...
She is.
She's quiet.
In social settings, she's not super outgoing.
No.
That's true. But she's the ultimate communicator.
Yeah, on the field. And that's honestly where it matters most.
Yep. Native of Hickory, started at NC State and ends up back here in her hometown for playing for the Bears. Just two trying to feel each other out a little bit.
Yeah, haven't seen a lot of possession here.
Casey blocks it off of Becker Peralta, who's been another storyline. There's a shot that's wide and a goal kick coming for the Bears, but there's another freshman who plays a key role at center back in Vivian Becker Peralta for Gary Higgins.
Yeah, Becker Peralta's been great in the back. Having her have to leave the game versus Lincoln Memorial was tough. But, again, Kate Casey stepped in, and did a great job.
And a turnover there, and Catawba not able to do anything with it. Summerell mishit that one, but we saw that happen to the Bear men like 45 minutes ago. That's how they lost the game, and the women are almost bitten by the same thing.
And this is what I was talking about with the wet field. You know, the ball's going to skip, it's going to bounce, and it's going to spin in ways that you're not expecting. So you have to be prepared to move with the ball in whatever direction it goes.
Good header there by Nev. Ends up back to the Bears. There's Rhea Acton, reigning South Atlantic Conference Offensive Player of the Week from her hat trick on Saturday.
Unfortunate miscommunication there between Tally and
Turner!
There's a good center from Catawba, but nobody home. And here's Kara Gavigan. Probably the fastest player on this team.
no doubt.
Plays that winger position. Dustin sends it in. And scooped up there by Davis, but just glanced Proessel there, but not enough to get past Davis. What he talked to Gary Higgins about his two freshmen is here's a good run for Catawba. This is Vaughn. She gets past the defender, centered up, wide open net, and the Indians strike first.
That was a great goal by Catawba. You know, brought it right down the end line. Great touch across in front of the defender. Wide open in the middle of the box.
Aiden Vaughn made the play and ended up centering it back, and there was a wide open net for Catawba. So unlike the first game, Catawba strikes first. And there's Hannah Dunn. That is goal number 15 on this season. This is only Catawba's 10th game. They're 8-0-1. And Hannah Dunn, the redshirt freshman from Concord, North Carolina. She's got 15 goals now on 34 shots. That's total shots, not even on goal. Another chance coming for the Indians, and Cameron has to chase it down and does. But
Catawba doing a really good job here of kind of ripping through the Bears' defense. You know, they haven't just kind of ticky-tack passes through the defense.
Throw-ins going to the Bears.
Nice little nutmeg there.
It was. Proessel to O'Leary, the two freshmen. And a foul on Leone Proessel. 5 goals on the season. Freshman from Germany. Saying before the goal that both the freshmen, O'Leary and Proessel, Gary Higgins had high hopes for, but I think that they have very much exceeded those expectations here in the first half of their freshman seasons.
Absolutely.
Hey, let's be ready, Willie! Let's go, Blue!
You just never know how it's going to turn out.
Dangerous ball there.
Davis a little lazy with it there, rolls it, but Catawba's able to get it out.
Trigger, come on! Relax! You're through! You got it!
Now Becker Peralta will chase it down in the back line. Say it every game, but it's so true. She just doesn't look like a freshman.
No, not at all. Her size, her stature, the way she plays doesn't make her look like a freshman
That's
at all.
exactly what Gary Higgins says about her, the way she plays. It's like she's been doing it for much longer than she has.
Definitely.
Bears set their defense now. Throw in from Katie Webb.
Good touch there by Rhea Acton to keep the ball in.
And back to Catawba, they say.
Looked like it had trickled out of
It
bounds
did.
before she hit that,
That's
but
what I thought as well. It's another centering pass for the Indians, and it gets through, but Becker Peralta clears it out momentarily.
Unfortunate hip angle there for Kara Gavigan. Hips going towards the goal. Otherwise, she could have cleared that very easily. Good.
Shannon Mays fighting with Emerson Talley there outside the 18 on the near side.
Well done there by Talley, just to contain her in that area and not give up a cross.
Summerall spins around. Another center, but Becker Peralta intercepts this one. Dunn shoots! Almost had her second goal of the night. Missed the crossbar by maybe 6 inches.
And Catawba's starting to control a good bit of the game here, getting some shots on goal and looking to take advantage of it.
Catawba head coach Nick Brown in his 7th year. Probably his best squad in his 7 years. Had some good years, but just got a little bit of a different feel. Bears just kind of got to weather this storm and not give up another one here in the early minutes.
Take advantage of their opportunities when they have them.
They've had them. They have not gone without opportunities here in the first 11 minutes.
Need to keep possession a little bit better.
Somebody got hit in the face. I think Proessel took a ball or a cleat or something to the face there in front of the Catawba bench. And they'll bring the trainer out, but it's Proessel that's down there, and she's up. I think, you get hit in the face, it's such
instant
shell
tears.
shock, So it'll be a Catawba kick when we restart here with 33:53 to go in the first half. And I think we have a Scarlett Kelly sighting.
Let's go, score!
This is the type of game Scarlett Kelly would thrive in,
Absolutely. It's fast-paced. It's aggressive.
Yep. It's a rivalry game.
Yep. She's going to go out there and she's going to sell her body on the field.
Scarlett Jr. from Bromley, England. 3 goals on the year.
Second ball, come on. Yes, it means. Case, go get her, Case, go get her.
Evan O'Leary, she's lived on this left side of the Bear attack all season long.
Great ball through. Just a Talley not running onto it as she thought she would.
O'Leary also assisted on one of Proessel's goals in her hat trick a week ago against Coker.
Great stop there by Nev.
She's been great, too. Got her first goal of the season at Anderson last week. Beautiful top shelf goal for her.
Talking about Nev?
Yes.
She also played extremely well on Saturday against Lincoln Memorial. Really controlled the center of the field, which I know Gary Higgins has been looking for her to do throughout the early part of the season.
There was a while there, Nev wasn't scoring, but Gary Higgins was saying over and over again that she was the best player on the field for the Bears. And Proessel and O'Leary were the beneficiary of her play a lot of the time.
Yeah. Well done.
Catawba controls on the far side.
Coming hard, coming hard.
Taken by Nev, but
Good job, Case.
taken right back
Good job, clean up.
there by Catawba.
And I don't think the Bears need to, step in and try and win every single ball when Catawba's got it in that final third, but just containing them and continuing to push them back towards their end of the field is going to be where they're going to find success. once you start diving in, they're a good enough team where they're going to start just touching it around you, and that's where things will start to break down. Catawba playing very fast pace.
Makes sense that they've now outscored their opponents in their last 6 games 30-1.
Yeah.
I mean, 30 goals. That's like a
That's a
hard
lot of
number to
goals.
wrap your mind around.
Yeah.
Lucky to have 30 goals in a season.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Ooh, that's a bit of a tic-tacky call there against Stephanie Figueredo.
yeah.
And now,
Looks like the ref's going to have a little chat with Steph.
I think he's just talking to the collective group.
I'm not quite sure about what, though.
The day I understand soccer referees will be the day I figure out the secrets of life.
I played my entire life, and I still don't understand what goes through their head. Especially in big games, big moments like this.
Well, you know, the referees get up. It's a big game for them, too.
Mm-hmm.
And they feel like they have to insert themselves. Ooh, that was a major misfire there. It was by Casey Hahn, redshirt freshman from Davidson.
Now entering for the Bears, number 23, Ali Zuger.
There's Ali Zuger.
Sarah Gavigan.
So Gavigan will step off. Zuger, her first action since picking up a red card at Coker, had to sit the 4-0 win over Lincoln Memorial on Saturday, but back in action now.
Amanda McFarland stepping in for the Bears as well as Emerson Talley checks off.
Almost like clockwork with 15 into the game.
Yep.
That's the plan. See Hannah Dunn. She's just lurking up there at the front. Oh, that's a bit of a miscommunication there. Casey off of Nev's chest.
Scarlett does such a good job of holding people off the ball.
She does. Okay, Ali Zuger, first touch. It's surrounded by, it's up for debate whether they're blue or purple. Kelly in the middle. Davis pops it out. See why she's only given up 2 goals the whole year.
Very aggressive off her line. And I think they're blue jerseys.
I'm gonna dig my heels in and say they're purple.
Well, the pennies that they're wearing across the field are definitely purple, but the jerseys are blue.
All right. Maybe they're like indigo.
Whatever makes you happy.
Purple and pink together, though, that makes more sense than blue and pink. But I digress. They're throwing in front of their bench. You see Gary Higgins over there. The jacket came off about 5 minutes ago, by the way.
Yeah. No way he was going to keep that on.
It was after the goal for Catawba, and it came flying off.
Well done there by Kate Casey, not forcing the pass, but picking her head up, seeing where the attacker was. And
this game is certainly not too big for her. She
No.
hasn't played a whole lot in league play, but it's a start in the biggest game of the year tonight. Some space for Rhea Acton. And now O'Leary on one touch crosses it off a Catawba defender. It's up in the air. And we have a foul on Kelly, who I think bopped into a defender. And a yellow on her. Got to be so careful around the goalie, and Scarlett Kelly, little too aggressive there.
do you think she got the card because of the aggression or because she nailed the ball into the goal after the play?
Probably. I
mix of both.
think the referee was probably thinking about a card, and then her doing that probably confirmed his decision.
Yeah.
That would be my guess. So first card of the game goes to Scarlett, which I gotta say, I'm not too surprised.
Nope, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. This is a perfect Scarlett Kelly game. Rough some people up there in the back line.
Oh, yeah.
Take some names.
But you also have to be careful in a game like this because
now that you got the yellow, and we got a lot of soccer to play tonight.
Right, and Saturday's game is not one she wants to sit out for.
And that's just as important as this one.
Exactly. So she's going to have to tone it down a little bit, and even if someone's aggressive towards her, she's got to. Good ball there by Becker just to get it up and out.
O'Leary can run it down. She can. She centered the last one. Sends this one back to Nev, who loses her footing on the ball.
Maddie Kyle will run that one down.
As sure as they come.
Just not enough on that one.
But a turnover for Catawba. Allie Zuger. She's challenges Gavigan for the fastest player, but the shot's not close.
Not a bad take from Zuger. Something I'm also not upset about, you know.
Nope.
Especially with the wetness on the field. If you can just fire a low, hard shot at the goal, you never know what's going to happen.
Going to have to be some quality chances to get one past Sierra Davis tonight, though.
Definitely.
Davis will take goal kick with 27 even to go here in the first half. Goal from Hannah Dunn, leading scorer in the SAC. Opened us up about 10 minutes ago. Acton with a great ball over there to Zuger, but gets taken by Catawba. They're quick. They're on every ball. Amanda McFarland, Mac, as she's affectionately known, in the game and getting her first real action. Mac from Jacksonville, North Carolina. So she's really improved on her 50-50 balls in the midfield. Nice touch on the outside of her foot there for Acton, but Becker Peralta keeps it in. Probably should have just let it go to Cameron.
Or if she's going to stop that, you got to get that up and out.
Yep. Created a second chance for Catawba, but the Bears are able to get it out.
And I think a place the Bears might struggle is on those quick counters. You have one player up in Scarlett Kelly, and Catawba is keeping their four-back back. So it becomes a quick 1v4 situation, and if O'Leary and Zuger can't get up quick enough, we're going to have to slow it down and pull it back until we can get numbers up. But
easier to do that when you get the first goal.
Yeah, definitely. Allows them to sit back just a little bit and almost control the game.
Saw the Bear men sit back too much in the first game. They were up 2-0, and a couple of bad mistakes deep in their third allowed Catawba to score 3 second-half goals and win the game. It's a foul on the Indians, but
Allie Zuger playing really aggressive tonight. Love seeing her work the ball up and down that far sideline. Not afraid to take on players and attack either in the middle or down the sideline.
So now Dustin will take it. 5 Bears within walking distance of the 18.
Great ball.
See if it is. Davis
no one on the top
dunks it out of there.
Let's get another ball back in here.
Nice physical play there from Helen Summerall.
Yeah.
But Nev gets it back.
And able to keep it in, too.
Yep. That was a nifty play there for the senior from Palm City, Florida. Kyle and Dustin almost run into each other there. He's surrounded by Indians, and it'll be an LR throw-in. 20 minutes gone. One goal by Hannah Dunn early. Things have calmed down for the Bears a bit since then.
You know, it's always great to score early, but it's also sometimes very dangerous.
Because
As you saw with our men's team, you can get comfortable and
it spins right around
on you.
Then there was the whole weather delay situation in that first game.
Bears were able to the men's game able to score a goal
After, and then still in the same half after the delay.
The second half
was when they really fell asleep.
Grayson Cameron will boot it away. Ellen Summerall, she set up the goal for Catawba. She's really made herself a nice first 20 here. Picked up an assist, her 7th of the year on the Dunn goal. Here's Dunn again. She's already got one goal tonight. A great tackle by Acton there in the middle.
Just turn mine on.
Okay.
So a goal kick coming for
Grayson Cameron there.
another good chance for Catawba. Dunn swings and misses on her header. Casey spins it back around to the middle.
Let's go score!
A little bit of a chance here for Scarlett Kelly at the midfield.
Let's go now. Come on, Mads! Yes, Ali Zuger! Yes, Ali Zuger!
Zuger on the outside. It goes back to Catawba. Good defense there on the far, far side from the Indians. Not sure Maddie Kyle even saw the ball coming. Cameron comes out of her box. Becker Peralta challenges Summerell over there. And a foul on Catawba. Gives the ball back to the Bears deep in their own zone.
Keepers out if you get it, Blue.
Grayson Cameron will take it all the way down to that far sideline. Good ball from Becker Peralta to find Rhea Acton and maybe start something for the Bears.
Yeah, good skip over Kate Casey and just kind of start going forward.
The two best of friends, Acton and Kelly, working together there. Everywhere you go, you see those two together.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen them not together.
Yeah. And if there's one person that can get Rhea Acton to talk,
It's probably
it's
Scarlett.
Kelly, yes. I saw them at eating lunch today, and they were actually talking. I was surprised. Here's a run for Catawba. Dunn gets cut off there by Kate Casey. How about Kate Casey? This is a big spot for her. Hasn't been in this spot a whole lot this year, but here she is.
Yeah, big game, and she's stepping into those shoes really well. That was a great stop by her. Unfortunate tackle there by Becker Peralta, but Casey making up for her teammate there.
Maybe a little bit of freshman nerves for Becker Peralta and the two other freshman strikers for the Bears. Here's one of them, O'Leary, but every game's a big game, but this game is bigger than any that they've played in so far in their college soccer careers, that's for sure.
Yeah. Except maybe that Florida Tech game. Which
they drew against a top 5 team in the country down in the Sunshine State. But this one's for a league title.
Yeah, a little bit different.
Yep. Well, maybe not for a league title. We're not even to the halfway point yet. But this result is going to have a lot to say about who is lifting that SAC trophy at the end of the regular season.
Yeah.
And so will Saturday's game with Queens here at Moretz.
Absolutely.
And when Queens and Catawba meet, they have not yet.
I believe they play next
They do.
week.
It's coming up.
Yeah, I think that's their Wednesday game.
Yeah, I think it is a week from tonight. I'll have to look, but I think.
Queens off tonight as well. Game versus the Bears is their only game of the week.
Probably watching with great interest.
Helen, pressure, Helen.
So hello to the Royals if you're watching.
Ooh.
Oh, somebody goes down. Kelly and
Unfortunate.
ran into Lily Rusher, the center back for.
Could have gone either way.
Looked like they just kind of ran into each other. I don't think there was. I would have been fine with a no call there, frankly.
Yeah.
It's actually Kelly Havens that was in the crash. Here's a turnover. Speedy Ali Zuger.
A little
Too
too
much.
Yeah.
I think she waited a touch too long. O'Leary and Kelly got a little bit too close to the goal to do anything with it there.
Also didn't get her hips around it too well, which is why it sailed right over the goal.
All about the hips.
Sides. Oh, yeah. That one. It's gone.
Yeah, that's into the night. Becker Peralta. Feel for our ball runner who's going to give this a whirl.
It's all right. He's an all-American track runner.
If anyone can, he can.
Exactly. I was talking to him, Jacob Wadsworth, during the men's game. He understood the assignment, getting the ball to our guys quickly.
Yeah, he was all over that on that far side.
Oh, yeah.
That's Lewis there. Throwing the ball in, but Bears will have it in their half. 16-15 to go. Got to think that the Bears aren't going to get a ton of great chances tonight. So you got to take advantage of the ones you get. Catawba has. They've gotten one great chance, and they got a goal out of it.
Yeah. Right idea there by Stephanie Figueredo. Just a little bit too flat of a pass. I think she was looking for that to come a little wider out to O'Leary.
Bears, the reigning SAC champions, won the tournament, beat Catawba along the way.
And Saturday will be a rematch of that SAC championship game.
Your alma mater.
Yep.
We're going to have to keeping a close eye on you.
Wow, when we went down to Charlotte last year for the conference championship, I was talking to Mac before the game. She goes, "So who are you cheering for?"
Yeah, exactly. I wonder the same thing.
Yeah. I let her know. I was like, Lenoir-Rhyne pays my paycheck,
That's right.
pays my bills.
That's as good a reason as any. Zuger slips. That's the first time the playing surface has really come into play tonight. Yeah. Zuger just completely lost her footing there. Knock on wood, rain has stopped. It's turned into a very pleasant night.
And the Bears are really struggling to keep possession
They are.
here. Every time they get the ball, Catawba's right there.
They're swarming.
Yeah, they've struggled under pressure all season. But I think they play their best soccer when they get the ball and they move it quickly.
Harry Higgins has talked from day one about the biggest thing he would like the team to improve is their execution in that final third offensively.
Yeah.
And that has certainly been the case tonight. There's another center that goes wide. But Catawba's like hornets swarming defensively. And a substitution. I don't know why it took me that long to say that word. Jessica Carmichael coming in. Substitution. I'm like Dory when she's speaking whale.
Let's go, Jess! Keep the pressure up, Lou.
The reason is because I was trying to read the number while saying the word, and apparently multitasking is not a strength of mine.
Well done, Kate.
It's going back to Catawba. Feels like you can't let them get more than one ahead if you're the Bears.
Definitely not. Definitely not, because as you just said, our opportunities to score are
far and few between.
Yeah, so
All right, Katie.
keeping them at 1 and getting our own is going to be really important.
Box out there by O'Leary.
Keep going, Steph.
She's not a big girl, O'Leary. She's only 5'2". She plays a lot bigger than that.
Shorter than me.
That's saying something.
It sure is. Oh,
That one got through, but
that's that
Zuger-
skip I'm talking about
Yep,
off the
there you
wet
go.
grass. You never know. You always have to be ready.
It's like skipping a rock on a body of water. It'll be a little bit later night than we anticipated, I think. Figueredo will take the throw in on the far side. So we're working on the camera for you.
Tight here, Blue, tight.
Camera's down, but the Bears lose possession, and Catawba will take it down the far side. And the ball goes out of bounds, but it'll stay with Catawba as we're trying to make a camera change here on the fly. So a Catawba throw in right in front of their bench, 11:45 to go here in the first. The throw in goes errant and away from all the Indians, and Becker Peralta picks it up. Fires it back to Grayson Cameron on goal. Pressure immediately comes from Catawba, and she boots it away in front of her own bench. But they turn it over, and Catawba will take the throw in right in front of their bench, right in front of the Bear bench, pardon me. Catawba with possession towards the middle of the field, just passing it back and forth. Now Hannah Dunn in the middle of the Bear defense, tries to pass it ahead, gets intercepted by Maddie Kyle, and she boots it away. O'Leary, bit of a mishit there and sends it right back towards her own goal. Catawba picks it up. Jimu backs it out for Casey Mays, and now down the right side is Katie Webb. She's got it, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Lenoir-Rhyne. It'll be a throw-in on this near side, deep in Bear territory. The throw-in goes long and misses all of the Catawba players. Ball gets bounced around and back to Catawba. Picked up there by Sharon Mays, who's surrounded by white jerseys just outside the 18. Ball goes out of bounds off of Rhea Acton as Mays tried to center it up.
Look for the early shots, Blue.
Is our camera back? Our camera is back, so I can stop doing my radio play-by-play. This ball's centered up and just high. And that's another good chance for Catawba.
Good turn, girl. All day.
Lots of possession right now for the Indians and almost made it 2-0.
Keep it up, Blue.
Sorry, Eric, I'm breathing really loud in your ear.
Yeah,
I just
thank
ran down to the bottom there to get that other camera.
We were ready for this.
My cardio was not
Yeah.
ready for this, though.
Somebody mute her mic. Breathing heavy. O'Leary.
Oh, great ball there by Casey.
Great ball. You're right. Carmichael not able to touch it the way she wanted. Goal kick for the Indians. Just over 9 to go in this first half.
Smart move here by Gary Higgins, moving Allie Zuger up top as well. She
Agreed.
gives speed, and she's not afraid to go for it. So she's always going to be there to get that rebound ball or be active in the box.
Sub for Catawba. Kaylee Venice comes in. Sophomore from Prince Frederick, Maryland. Good chance coming up for the Indians. Blocked by Kate Casey, but another shot goes too wide from Summerall. They are just relentless.
Mm-hmm. Really breaking down the Bears' defense here.
Keep it up, Hose.
Goal kick for Grayson Cameron. Heil boots it a mile high in the air. See if Zuger can handle it. Big old bounce.
Well done, Katie. All right.
Acton surrounded by two Indians,
Ooh.
got tripped up and will end up conceding the throw-in.
So a little surprise there.
Me too. Seemed like she got tripped, but
Yeah.
I don't think it was on purpose. It just, feet got tangled.
Is it ever really on purpose, though?
It was in that first game. That one centered up and got through everybody, but there was nobody there for Catawba.
Come on, Sid, work back. Good work, Hannah.
Ball's been on this half of the field for about the last 5+ minutes.
Well done, Blue.
See, Eric, everyone's yelling blue,
Second ball.
not purple.
Well, because they're normally blue. What are they going to change?
You never know.
Here comes another chance, but a goal kick. As the new sub, Kaylee Venice, was not able to hold it in. Yeah, what are they going to change their,
Pressure up, Blue.
what they say? They're
Maybe.
normally blue.
You never know. We're gonna
Save it for the podcast.
We're gonna find out what color their jerseys are at
Yeah.
halftime.
I'm going to go down there and inspect them myself.
Well, I'm gonna follow because
Good. Please. Summerall. Good play there by Kate Casey. Another one of those names you just got to say both the first and
Oh, yeah.
last name.
It's like
There's
Maddie
a
Kyle.
shot
Woo!
in. Man, yeah, Maddie Kyle, Kate Casey. There's two good examples. If the Bears keep this up defensively, it's just a matter of time before it's 2-0.
Keep it up, Blue.
yeah.
The chances
agree.
are too good right now for Catawba.
Second ball here, girls. Second ball.
Pressure being put on by Catawba. Zuger almost stepped on the ball.
Yeah, Kate. Good job, Kate.
Again, the Bears just really struggling
Yes.
to keep possession.
Zuger spins out of that one, but then slips. And a foul. Wow, I'm surprised about that. Wouldn't love that call if I was Catawba.
No, definitely not, especially with Rhea Acton going to stand over the ball.
Coming off a hat trick.
And 2 goals off of free kicks.
Yep. She's the penalty kick / free kick specialist. She's got 7 penalty. She's 7 for 7 in her career on penalty kicks. Under 5 to go in this first half. Maybe the best chance for the Bears here coming up off the foot of Rhea.
Ooh, just a little
On
too
net.
high.
Davis had it covered, but
Good job, Blue.
not a great throw in from our ball retriever there as it doinked off the crossbar.
It's a good word.
Anytime I have a chance to say doink on the air, I do.
So interesting.
It's mostly in football when somebody doinks it off the upright.
That's fair. That's a good time to use
Right.
doink.
Yeah.
Catawba really just slicing and dicing.
That's what they do.
Well done, Kate.
They are as advertised. That's for sure. It's hard to really believe it until you see it in person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can look at the stat sheets all you want, but until you see how they play in person, it's hard to really.
Great turn.
And well done.
They play with such pace,
They do.
and that's what's benefiting them right here. The Bears are just not keeping up on the pace.
That's a physical job there. There's Hannah Dunn. Hits the deck. Foul on Figueredo. Hannah Dunn might be the leading scorer in the sack, but Steph Figueredo's not going to let her forget her.
Definitely not.
That one goes over the head of Kyle. That was dangerous.
Just misread balls and
It's been a sloppy
bad-
first half for the Bears. It certainly has.
bad passes, just not playing their game.
It's going to take their best to win this game tonight, and I don't think we've seen it yet.
No, we have not.
2.5 to go.
Hit it, Case, hit it.
Big shot and a big save there by Grayson Cameron off the foot of Casey Hahn.
Good hit, Case. Keep doing it.
Grayson, honorable mention, all sack. That wasn't the most difficult save she's ever made, but it's one she's got to make in this game.
Yeah, especially with the wet playing surface.
Good job, Han. Good pressure, Han.
Good touch by McFarland there. A little bit of space for Rhea Acton.
Don't overcommit.
See Ali Zuger making a run there, calling for the ball, but
First touch for O'Leary in this spot in a while. She heard Zuger, just couldn't get it to her.
Come on, Helen, keep working.
It's been one or the other. The pass in has been good, and the touch has been poor, or the pass has been poor and the touch has been good.
Yeah.
One or the other for the
and
Bears.
that's a beautiful ball by Vivian Becker-Peralta.
Freshman to freshman. O'Leary goes middle, tries to center it up. We have O'Leary down, no call. Dustin picks it up. And a goal kick coming. Surprised that didn't see a whistle there, and the crowd is not happy.
She's hurting.
Good work, Blue. Good work, Blue.
Katie Webb got tangled up there.
Looks like her knee got banged up.
It was close.
Zuger doing a good job there, picking her teammate up, saying, we need you here, Let's get through the next minute.
Not a great goal kick off the foot of Davis. Right back to
Yeah,
Zuger, who
that's
fires
exactly
it in
what I'd
off
love to
of an
see.
Indian. Great minds think alike, but Davis able to get down on all four and knock it down.
Keep her safe. We're on the second ball. Win it. Come on, keep working.
30 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well done, Han.
Bears trying to get one last run at the net before the intermission. See if Kyle can set him up.
Well done,
She
Han.
cannot. Throw in coming for the Bears, but running out of time. Now back to Catawba, and I think they are
They'll just let this
very
one run
happy
out.
to let it go. Can't complain about that first half for the Indians.
Definitely not. They controlled 75% of the possession and just really tore up the Bears' defense. Lots of really good, hard shots on goal. Took advantage of one opportunity. Probably could have had a couple more, but Bears need to step it up and put the gas down for moving into the second half.
They're in position to strike, only down a goal. See if they can do it in about 15 minutes when we come back for the second half on the Bears Sports Network, presented by MBA Roofing. Second half of a 1-0 ball game here at Moretz Sports Complex. Catawba leads Lenoir-Rhyne. Rain has picked up again, not terribly hard, but it is coming down a decent amount, more than it was in the first half. Eric Bach and Danny Nicosia, so glad you're staying up with us tonight. Almost 10 o'clock local time. Got started late because of a weather delay in the men's game, a game that Catawba won 3-2. And now here we are in the women's game. The Indians up 1-0 in the first half. Wasn't the Bears' best first half, but still lots of time, Danny, for LR to get back on track and very much in this game.
Excuse me. Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me. I think the Bears just need to possess just a little bit better, hold on to the ball, connect on their passes when they play fast and find those passes and connect quickly and then use the sideline to run. They play great soccer. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how they work through that going into this second half.
I'm sure Gary Higgins and staff had many halftime adjustments. See if those come to fruition. Bears now going left to right here in the second half with the rain falling. LR in all white. Catawba, I'm going to say blues, but I don't know.
I think it's blue. I'm also interested to see if the Bears press a little bit more in the second half. Especially their outside wingers moving up the field and just looking to press that back line a little bit more. You can see them come out with some fire here, holding onto the ball very well. And
it's Proessel winning that one. She had a quiet first half, but the freshman from Germany, who had a hat trick a week ago, can score in bunches, as she's shown.
We'll get a long throw in here from Stephanie Figueredo.
She's so good at this. You see the Bears immediately back up when she heads to throw it in because they know the power she can put behind it.
Even on a wet ball, too.
Yep. Dustin tries to chip it in and does so successfully. It really was. It made Sierra Davis make a stop with pressure in front of her.
Those quick balls back into the box as they're coming out are great because they catch the defense and the goalkeeper off guard.
Rain is coming down as hard as it has all game right now.
Nothing like it was in the men's game, though.
No, that was torrential for about 5 minutes in the first half before the weather delay. First touch of the second half for Grayson Cameron.
And you can see Allie Zuger and I believe that is O'Leary on the far side playing a little bit higher than normal. Again, pressing that back line. Looking for some more opportunities to score here.
Becker Peralta mishits that one. But it's a corner coming up for Catawba. First one they've had of this game. Things become even more dicey now with the rain in these corner kicks and the slippery ball. Grayson Cameron's got to be sure-handed here.
Yeah, especially if she drives a low ball into the box, it's going to skip right through.
Got to know where Hannah Dunn is. Gets through almost everybody. Ends up on the foot of Catawba's Emily Markin Cabbage. And this is going to be another corner for the Indians, so they don't get anything out of it at first. Marcin Cabbage, that is. She's a sophomore from East Bend, North Carolina. Taking this corner for the Indians is Casey Hahn. A little bit long again, off the head of Evan O'Leary, the striker that's all the way back in front of her own goal. This one chipped in beautifully by Webb. See if Sydney Jimu was not able to run that one down in that far left corner.
Oh, great
nice tackle there by Amanda McFarland. Perfectly done right from the side. Zuger, Proessel, and O'Leary up top for the Bears. McFarland, Figueredo, Dustin in the middle. Acton, Casey, Becker, Peralta, and Maddie Kyle. Those are the 11. In front of Grayson Cameron. That one's off the outside of the post and goes right back to Catawba, who gets in pretty deep. But the shot off the foot of Summerall is too high. That was you think you're unlucky offensively when the ball hits the post, but that was a lucky bounce there for Catawba off the outside of it.
Yeah, very, very dangerous opportunity here for the Indians. Post helped the Bears, but they got another shot right back in.
Cameron boots it. See if Proessel can win that one. She got surrounded by Catawba players, but still is able to end up with it, as holding on to Zuger that time was Giovanna Sanchez. She's one of the Hickory natives, went to Hickory High School here, just less than a mile away from where we sit right now.
At least like a quarter of a mile, I think.
Yeah, probably about half a mile, I'd say. Dustin boots it in, goes deep. Becker Peralta outside.
Great opportunity for the Bears there, and they are calling that a corner kick. Must have knocked off one of Catawba's defenders. But
man, that was maybe the best chance of the night, as they quickly get the corner in. Acton pops it in off the head of a Bear, and a goal kick coming up for Catawba. But man, Becker Peralta, maybe that just got a little bit redirected there. It looked like it was headed straight for the back of the net. Here she is all the way back to her normal center back position now.
Oh, great heel pass there. And
an even better defensive play by Becker Peralta.
Absolutely.
Catawba gets deep. Off the post again. And now they shoot it. And that went off either McFarland or Summerall.
I think it went off Mac's head.
And ended up off the foot of Becker Peralta.
Yeah.
Whew, that was a close call for the Bears.
Yeah. Lots of dangerous opportunities here for Catawba.
Another clean look for Summerall, but she's not close.
Probably could have used an extra touch, get her hips around the ball, and she could have fired that one in.
Potentially a product of the wet field, too.
Yeah.
But the Bears fight off that chance. Nice cut there by Mackenzie Johnson, but Bears able to get it out. Back and forth we go as O'Leary gets whistled for the foul.
She did a good job landing on her feet.
She did. It was athletic by both her and the Catawba player, who both stayed up. That's the more desirable outcome than ending up on the ground in this rain.
Yeah.
Becker Peralta again. She's like been the stone wall here in the second half. Acton turns it over.
Bears need to get this one up and out. No one up top. Pressel getting sucked way back into our midfield. We have no options for an outlet.
Summerall went down over there. Kate Casey again continues to play really well. Back to the Bears it goes, right in front of the Catawba bench. Got to get it going in that direction if you're wearing a white jersey.
Yeah, struggling just a little bit to connect on passes. Catawba doing a good job of sticking their foot in there and getting something on it.
They do get a foul there. Whistle in favor of the Bears, right in front of the head coach, 7th-year head coach Gary Higgins. The jacket's back on for him.
Probably because it's raining.
Yep.
Zuger wide open on this side of the field.
Lots of space.
If they can get a ball into the box and almost flick it onto her running back post, that could be dangerous.
Dustin will take it.
Oh, what a beautiful ball.
It is, and an even better defensive play there because Proessel had a beat on that one.
Oh, yeah.
But sets up a corner for the Bears. Nice job there by O'Leary.
That was a beautiful, beautiful ball.
Was. Best ball of the day from Nev Dustin there.
Great height, great pace, right on target.
10 minutes into the second half. Bears seem to be playing their game a little bit more. Rhea Acton. Popped up and out by Catawba. Max slips. Going to see more and more of that if this rain keeps up. Still to the Bears as Zuger will take it quickly.
Lots of space for stuff.
She gets a good foot on it. Just missed the head of Proessel.
I just feel like there's a lot of blue jerseys in the box. And
yep. Because there is.
but not very many white.
Maddie Kyle looking for an opening. Figueredo boxes out her defender. It's Johnson right on her back. Actually turns out to be a great ball.
Yeah.
Into Allie Zuger. Got to make something happen. Figueredo. Thought she was going to shoot it initially.
So did I. Honestly, I think if her touch didn't take her so far away from the goal, she would have.
It's a foul on Sydney Jimmo. Has some words for Steph Figueredo. She's been mixed up in some things. I like fiery Steph.
Yeah.
See if Nev can have just as good of a ball as last time. Good
like
bounce. Becker Peralta right there. Ball is loose and cleared out of there by Catawba.
Great little line drive there by Nev. Great placement. You could see the Bears just calling for Maddie Kyle to send that one back in.
What a great pass that was to Summerall. An even better play by Dustin. Hannah Dunn finds her teammate cross field. There's a long shot right into the breadbasket of Grayson Cameron. All the routine saves become more difficult for her in this weather.
Mm-hmm.
That was fairly routine, but she used her body smartly.
Yeah, as soon as you just put those hands up and don't get your body behind it, it's going to trickle right through. So, well done by Grayson Cameron there.
Great pass. Almost a great pass. Cut off there by Mackenzie Johnson. Sydney Jimmu, not a great effort there. But she makes up for it almost immediately.
Almost a dangerous play there by Nev. Got to be careful when you're behind the player.
Heading towards the box, too.
Yeah. Zuger playing with some really great energy, though. She's very spunky over here on this near side. She wants it, and she wants to run with it.
We'll stay with Catawba. Proessel there to put some pressure on. Kyle able to muscle her defender out of there for the moment.
Good step by Kate Casey.
Another great block by her. She has been phenomenal. And Zuger wins it. Lost count of the amount of really nice plays Kate Casey's made on the ball inside the defensive box, but a miscommunication there with Mack and Zuger. Dustin intercepts that pass.
Great wheels here by Nev. See if she can hold on to it.
Smartly backs it back out where more of her teammates are, but can't find them.
Good step by Ali Zuger to win that one back. I want to see her just kind of turn the jets on. Yeah.
It's a foul on Dunn. Nice ball in there from Casey. Can O'Leary run it down? She can. That far right corner finds Acton streaking to the net. Bear throw-in deep in the zone. It's one of the first times I can remember in the offensive zone, a Bear finding another in stride. That's what happened there with O'Leary and Acton. And now Steph Figueredo will take the throw-in. Ball gets popped up and just wide. Davis was out of her net. Oh, that was so close.
Great opportunity for the Bears. Great to see them get a corner off this as well. Continue to put pressure on that Catawba defense.
Davis was out of her box.
Yeah, misplay by her. Well,
It was a questionable decision by her to come out.
Right. But she's been very smart on the line all night.
Only given up 2 goals the whole season. So I guess we should trust her judgment.
Yeah.
Rhea Acton comes on in. On the foot, but it's blocked. Just a wall of blue in front of the net, and Davis makes a good save going down to her knees. Couple of good chances for the Bears that we didn't see chances like that back-to-back in the first half. So the Bears are coming into their own here offensively. Davis. Oh, it gets through, and Hannah Dunn's got an opening. Already has 1 goal tonight. Chips it ahead, and it's 2-0 Catawba. Just like that. Turns into a goal after a great scoring chance for the Bears. And the leading scorer in the SAC has both Indian goals tonight.
Well done by Catawba there, taking advantage of that, doing a good job of breaking down the Bears' back line and just squeaking right through. Those 1v1 situations are really hard. Grayson Cameron did a great job coming off her line and trying to block down the angle, but again, really difficult situation to be in 1v1 with an attacker.
Just it took a perfect bounce for Dunn. She was in the right place at the right time, and if there's anyone who has proven this season that she can finish an opportunity like that, it's Hannah Dunn. You can see the Bears here playing with a little bit of urgency. got to, and that was a good bounce off of Zuger, but Proessel was just not quite able to get there.
Simple.
Becker Peralta, it's an athletic play there.
Mm-hmm. Staying on her feet.
Most of us would have lost our footing there,
Mm-hmm.
present company included.
Oh, yeah. Good job there by Maddie Kyle. Just get it up and out. Trust the wheels of Allie Zuger.
Just a little bit too far.
Really good block there by the Catawba defender, though.
Kenzie Johnson, I don't think she realized how quick Zuger was going, and then she had to turn on the jets herself, but she got there first.
Close it down, Blue. Come on. Seconds.
Eric, look at their socks. Those are blue
Those-
socks.
I never said that the socks weren't blue.
But if you look at the jersey and the socks, they match.
I'm going to choose to ignore that and say that it's a throw-in for the Bears.
It's because you know I'm right.
Never... We forgot to go down at halftime
I
and
know.
look. It's probably because it was raining. The socks are definitely blue.
And the jersey matches.
I think the jersey's just darker because it's wet.
Highly debatable, but
They're cool uniforms.
oh yeah,
I'll give them
I
that.
love the pink.
This one's chipped in, and Davis!
Ooh,
Ooh, that was a close one as she got one hand up in the air and just batted it away.
from this angle, it almost looked like she tipped it back into the net.
That's what it looked like. She obviously knew what she was doing. Acton goes down
He's gonna call
and
play
says, no, Gary Higgins can't believe it, and I'm with him.
on. He's got that fast pace walk up the sideline. Not pleased with that call.
No foul.
Zuger takes on two defenders. That's going to be a throw, and it was going to be a corner kick, and that was a smart move by Johnson to pop it out of bounds on the sideline.
First to the ball, Blue. Come on.
24 and a half to go. 2-goal lead for Catawba, both of them by Hannah Dunn.
Good job, 6.
Still stays with the Bears, but
Good job there by McFarland to just put pressure on Catawba and keep it down here in their final third.
everything being funneled to the sideline by Catawba. As Kara Gavigan comes in for McFarland.
Entering for the Bears, number
I'm interested to see the move here because Gavigan is not going to go in the center.
Probably just out there for her speed more than anything else.
That's it. Clear.
Ooh,
Oh.
that was
All right.
O'Leary that just wasn't able to get on top of that one and popped it over the goal.
Looks like O'Leary's going to step back into that center,
Yeah.
that third center
I was
mid
going to
position.
say, I was surprised to see her this far towards the middle. Normally
Yeah.
she just hangs out on that left side.
Now you have super speed on each side of the field.
There's one of the super speedsters that heads it back in, but too far, and Davis picks it up on the edge of her box.
Come on, Blue.
Seen a little fog rolling in here.
Mm-hmm.
Rain has stopped, maybe a couple drizzles here and there, but nothing to speak of. Wind not much of a factor like it was in the beginning of the men's games. Gavigan just can't quite hold on to that one. Kenzie Johnson will take it. Becker, Peralta, and Dunn tangled up there. Another deflection for Viv. Catawba hasn't been down on this end since the Dunn goal. They have a chance here. The middle of some white jerseys. Another one from Dunn. How did she get that shot off?
I have no idea.
She was surrounded. She was surrounded by white jerseys and still got a quality shot on goal. Nothing Cameron couldn't handle, but that was maybe her most impressive shot of the night right there.
Looks like she wrapped it right around the Bears defender.
Just rolls this one in for Grayson Cameron. 21-20 to go. Going down is an Indian, but they play on. A little bit of a collision there with Proessel. Bears control it. Dustin has to get this thing to the outside and does.
Well done by Nev to keep possession.
Ooh, what a move by Maddie Kyle. She centers it back up for O'Leary. Now Zuger on the far side. Into the 18. Zuger with a big shot that goes off the back of Kelly Havens, but stays in.
Right idea there by Casey, but Bears also need to start keeping possession. And
long one from Becker Peralta. See, that's why you got to just start peppering the net, because it's a wet ball. It's impossible sometimes to corral it on the first go-around. And even a keeper as talented as Davis has trouble. O'Leary gives it off for Zuger again. There's a center. Gavigan, just a touch too far.
And that is the exact goal that we won on.
Yep.
An Ali Zuger ball to Kara Gavigan.
Keep it up. Keep working. Get us out, Joe. Let's go.
Going to need at least two of those to send it, and that's a handball on Kate Casey. Just an unfortunate bounce there off of her foot. It went up to her wrist. Catawba in no hurry. Smartly so.
Ball's gonna skip, Blue. Follow it.
And now the referee will stop the clock. And Grayson Cameron is getting a talking to by the referee, but he's letting Catawba go too long between action, and he stopped it. This is exactly what we saw happen in the men's game.
Yeah.
Which is smart by Catawba. I mean,
absolutely. It's a great strategy, but also the referee's job is to keep play going.
Yep.
So,
I mean, the Bears would be doing the same thing.
Oh, no doubt.
Good ball in. Goes off a Indian, they say. So it's a throw-in, or excuse me, a goal kick for Grayson Cameron.
Second ball, Blue. That's it, Joe.
Catawba's able to keep it in there on the far side. Big run towards the net. They get close, and Cameron knocks it away. Helen Summerell with a big run there to the net, but Cameron swatted it away with one hand.
And Summerell with some great speed up that sideline. Just blew right by Acton.
Turns into a corner for Catawba, and here it comes in. Off the head of Katie Beck, and a goal kick for the Bears. Haven't seen a whole lot of effectiveness either side from corners tonight.
No, they've seemed to just either bounce out of bounds or trickle through the box.
Both Catawba goals have come from longer runs. Ooh, they say Evan O'Leary fouled there. Referee must have seen something that we couldn't from here.
Yeah.
And now they wait. Katie Beck taking it. She's from Claremont, Florida.
Let's center that one, yep.
Everybody going to the net, but it misses all of the Catawba attackers.
Great ball in by Catawba, though. They started on the back of the box. It was a good ball towards the center of the box that everyone was running onto.
Good pass up to Proessel. Does not have the numbers. See if she can make something out of it.
Well done.
Zuger able to get through. Figueredo cannot.
Just a little bit too heavy of a touch for Figueredo. I think if she had kept that one a little tighter, she could have ripped a shot.
Here's a good run for Catawba. They pop it over. Just a tad bit too high. It was off the foot of Jimmo, the second leading scorer on this team. There's a foul on Catawba. Under 16 to go. 2-goal deficit for the Bears. Got to go now. Maddie Kyle. Not a great pass, and it turns over.
And she gets right back.
She does. Zuger hanging out over there, not able to get back to it. But a turnover in Nev Dustin. The speedster Gavigan on the near side. Centers it. The corner coming. Off the back of Johnson. Got to make this happen if you're Acton. Ball here has to be just about perfect, doesn't it?
I'm aiming for Vivian's head.
It's the tallest target out there.
It is.
She's lurking in the middle of the sea of bodies there. Here it comes. A little short, but Catawba can't get it out. Kyle chips it in and loses her footing. And they say what? Foul on the Bears or a goal kick?
Goal kick.
No, it is a foul. Yeah, on Proessel. I couldn't tell what the signal was. 14 to go.
Coming hard behind you. Get your shape, Blue.
Grayson Cameron directing traffic. See where she goes with this one, right in the middle of the 18. It's a good one.
Second ball.
Ball is won by Sanchez, but then back by Gav again. She thought it was off of Catawba and let it go.
Off of her, though.
It was. She should have just played it instead of letting it go. Zuger. Another good ball from Becker Peralta.
Now we get back. Come on, get behind the ball.
Zuger crisscrossing. It's pushed into the corner. Centered up. Ooh,
Oh, that was a great step.
a flexible move there by Kaylee Eakes. Wow. Haven't heard much from Rhea Acton tonight.
Mm-mm.
That is the Bears' ball as we have 2 subs coming in. Scarlett Kelly. Is that
I think
Anna
that's Anna
Schuler? It is. Yep. First time we've seen her tonight. She enters with 12:15 to go.
Excuse me.
Number 17, Scarlett Kelly. Number 34, Anna Schuller. Exiting number 33, Evan O'Leary. And number 25, Maddie Kyle.
Kyle and O'Leary go off. This one won by Summerell. She directly led to the first goal. There's a deflection in a corner coming.
I'm interested in this Bears lineup right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out who's playing where. It looks like Figueredo was headed back to the back line. And you have Parussell and Scarlett in the game.
Schuler's a defender.
She is. No one else came off the field, right?
O'Leary and Kyle came off, so I think it was Kelly for O'Leary on the attack and Schuler for Kyle on the back end.
From what I can tell, I think they're going to push Anna Schuler. No, that doesn't make sense either.
She's playing inside the 18 right now.
And Gavigan's on this side.
Yep. Acton wins that one in a mess of bodies, but gets deflected for a moment. Had some weird spin on that one, but sent ahead by the Bears.
I think Parussell has slid back into that defensive
That's
center
where
mid
O'Leary
spot for
was.
Steph. Yeah.
Good
Great
pass
ball.
from Schuler to Kelly.
Need to keep going forward. Have Parussell wide open in the middle of the field.
Definitely some merit to some fresh legs, though.
Yeah.
Under 10. Got to come quick now for the Bears. Schuler will take this throw in. See where Steph Figueredo ends up. She's back.
They pushed their whole defensive lineup, and Nev and Steph will sit back. Really just trying to pack the box now.
Strong throw in from Schuler. Becker Peralta's shot gets blocked. And a turnaround run for Catawba.
And Nev doesn't need to dive here. She just needs to keep her in front.
And
She'll get
that
the
is a
foul.
foul on Catawba. Perfectly played that time by Dustin.
See if the Bears can counter. Big gap out here on the near side.
There's a lot of space over here.
Lots of room for Kara Gavigan to get the ball and run.
Try to get it to her. See if she can run it down. She sure can. But Johnson's also right there. But it'll go back to the Bears. Kelly looking to go fast, but Schuler will come up, and the Bears will reset it. 8:35 to go.
Dropping the ball back to Steph here and having her send it in with feet isn't a bad idea either.
Totally agree. It's not what they do.
Especially with the
And-
box so packed.
Foul on Kelly. And I think Kelly's already got a yellow tonight.
I think this is more of a her trying to understand what the call was so she doesn't do it again type conversation, but she's still in a dangerous spot with that yellow.
Yeah, got to be so careful because they need her on Saturday. Substitution for Catawba with 8:05 and counting.
Entering for the Indians, number 26, Kaylee Venice. Exiting
Kaylee
number 4,
Venice.
Summerell.
comes in. She was in the game in the first half.
Miss hit there by Steph.
Weird spin on the ball in
Yeah.
the wet grass.
Yeah, probably some spin off of the throw, too.
Yep. Nice job there by Johnson to head it out. Another throw in for Schuler. Ooh, that was a long throw in. Down the field they come.
They're trying to pound it down, but down the sideline, but Catawba's got so many defenders back.
That's a great throw in.
Miss hit
Unlucky
there by
touch
Kelly.
there, yeah.
Here we go, Blue.
Not bad there by Steph just to get it out of the pressure.
Ooh,
See if
Proessel. That
The
was a
left
good
foot.
touch. Good shot.
Ah,
How many of those have they had tonight?
that was a great opportunity there for the Bears. Just a little wide.
Let's go, Blue. Win this, girls. First ball. There we go.
Headed in the wrong direction that time by the Bears, and here comes Catawba now.
Oh, great
What a play.
step. Fantastic step by Vivian.
She's got all-conference performer written all over her.
No doubt about it.
Good work, Sid.
Great touch there by Nev Dustin to keep it right on her foot.
Girls. No turn, Sid. No foul, no foul. No foul.
Great little connections there between the Bears.
Work hard. There we go.
Those are the little ticky-tacky passes that you need. Keep possession. Don't force it. And here comes Gavigan.
Always seems to be two defenders, never just one.
She's too quick.
Match up, Blue. Come on, Blue. Let's go. Get it out.
Just over 5 to go. This one's headed in, but easy one there for Sierra Davis. She hasn't been challenged super terribly tonight.
Blue, challenge it.
Bears have had several close calls that have just gone high or wide of the net.
Kelly, work. Last four. Let's go, Blue. Show for her, Blue.
All in the Catawba offensive zone. Unscathed that time.
Hey, that's right. Get up
It's
there.
Kaylee Venice,
Turn
but
her face, Blue. Turn her face.
not close with the shot.
Work, Kaylee. Yeah. Well done.
Oh my. That they say that ball was still in bounds when she picked it up. That was that Gavigan on the
Yeah.
backside there?
No. Kara's on this side. Was it?
Kate Casey is who
Yeah,
it was.
I think it was Kate Casey.
It was. Yep. I think that ball was going to be to the Bears, but she got a little anxious and picked it up while it was still in play.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to stop that motion once
Yeah,
you're already in it,
right.
though.
Right in front of the Catawba bench. They weren't going to let that one go.
No, definitely not. Ooh, that was dangerous. Yeah. It's a corner kick.
Catawba will take their sweet time.
Go, ball, Case. Let's go.
3:35 and ticking.
Number 3, Blue. Come on.
Here comes the corner.
Nice ball in.
Cameron pops it up in the air. Still in danger zone for the Bears, and Proessel clears it out.
Got time. Got time.
But clearing it out is not going to get the job done.
Oh, going to be sent right back in. Oof.
It'll be a throw in for Catawba in the corner. Gavigan with lots of pressure, and back to the Bears.
Oof. Come on.
Physical play there from
Yeah.
Jimmo. There's
Ooh.
a shot in. Cameron with a great save.
Wow.
She got one hand in the air, popped it off the crossbar, and she's upset with her defense because that was headed for the back of the net.
Absolutely.
If she doesn't get a hand on that one. And
Incredible shot. Even more incredible save by Grayson Cameron.
Another corner for Catawba on the far side. Here it comes. Cameron comes out, and
They'll stop the clock. And
card's coming to somebody.
absolutely.
It's to Catawba.
Yep. Roughing the goalkeeper.
And Grayson Cameron is down. I think that was Kelly Havens that was all the way in there. I think beyond tonight for Grayson Cameron, because if the Bears aren't able to mount a comeback here in the last minute 43, they got to turn around and play an equally important game on Saturday.
Yeah.
So no time to feel bad for yourself if you're the Bears.
Nope, time to bounce back. Tomorrow's a new day.
Cameron's still being tended to, and now she's sitting up. And she is going to be okay. Just walking it off.
Nice thing about when the trainer comes out for the goalkeeper, they don't have to come off.
Her trainer friend, Katrina DeVore, working her magic there. Ball's still won by Catawba.
Look at Ali Zuger.
She's just flying. She ran about 70 yards right there on a dead sprint.
And wins the...
She won it with a foul?
No, I think it went out of bounds because they're throwing it in. I think that might have been a handball.
Handball, foul, something on Catawba.
Let's get this ball up and out.
Cannot do it. Goes right to Sydney Jimmo. Ooh. And here we go.
Clock. Yellow.
Second yellow in less than a minute for Catawba.
I think that one was a stiff arm type foul. A little bit dangerous, so
yeah,
well, that makes sense.
People get in the air.
Yeah, whether it was intentional or not, obviously.
Can't judge intent if you're the referee.
Another good ball.
She's been great.
Yeah.
Gavigan not able to head it, and that is a corner for the Bears. Got to hurry. 43 and counting.
Looks like they're going to play short. Well done there by Steph Figueredo to see that.
And it goes. Proessel pops it up in the air. Davis still back in her box. Ball's loose. Acton's there. Davis goes up in the air, can't grab it. Schuler pops it up. It's like a hockey play right now in front of the goal and still alive for the Bears. Schuler centers it up. Kate Casey's on her. She's sitting down in the box with 16.6 to go.
Yeah. I mean, it was a tussle in there. I
That
think she
was-
either got knocked down or...
Mad scramble. Now she's going to have to come off.
Yep. I don't know if she got hit in the head or she got the wind knocked out of her.
Anything's
Possible. in
anything's
that.
possible with that melee that was going on there.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody just got a card.
Looked
Yellow
like
card.
That was pointed at Allie Zuger.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure why.
Must have said something
Yeah.
off color to the referee.
That's the third yellow card in
Cards
like 2
are
minutes.
flying. Less than 2 minutes. Is it? The last one came at the minute 43 mark. And here we are with 16 seconds to go. Things getting chippy here late as Casey comes off. And I don't know if they've replaced her yet. Now they have. Maddie Kyle goes back in. Got to have a long throw in from Schuler here. They do. Clock's just bleeding away. Under 10 seconds.
Oh, great flick by Kara Gavigan.
One last roll here for Figueredo, and it is not enough. And Catawba gets a huge road win. Score a goal in each of the halves and fend off. Bears had some good chances, but just wasn't their night. Couldn't find the back of the net, and Catawba gets a huge road win. Another shutout. 6 out of 7 games have ended in a shutout for Catawba. They pick up another here, but Bears were right in this game. They belonged on this field with Catawba. Just couldn't quite get the bounces when they needed them most tonight.
Yeah, not for lack of trying, not for lack of opportunity. Lenoir-Rhyne had a bunch of opportunities to score, just couldn't quite find the back of the net. Catawba did a great job capitalizing on their opportunities, and it's going to be another battle down the road when these two teams see each other again.
We hope to see you there. Drive safe and go.
We will be back right here on Saturday when Queens comes to town in an equally important game for the Bears. So no time to worry about this one. Just got to move on and not let one loss turn into two if you're the Bears.
Absolutely. Time to bounce back against Queens.
And if there's a group that can do it, it's this group. They're very resilient. They've faced adversity already this season and have come back better from it. So I'm excited to watch them on Saturday. Danny and I will be here. We hope you're here with us when Queens comes to town on Saturday evening. But tonight belongs to Catawba. 2-0 win on the road for the Indians, who move into a tie for first place in the SAC with Queens at 5-0. So Danny Nicosia, the rest of our crew that has braved the rain and the wind tonight. Eric Bach saying so long from Moretz. We'll talk to you Saturday when Queens comes to town.